It matters not what someone is born, but what they grow up to be. A nice quote from Albus Dumbledore, who, in my personal opinion, is one of the greatest characters in all of fiction. Another wonderful quote here: if you only do what you can do, you'll never be better than what you are, which is another profound quote by another profound character in Master Shifu of Kung Fu Panda. This idea, illustrated in both of these quotes, centers around the concept of mindset, both growth and fixed mindset. The concept was first revealed by Dr. Carol Dweck of Stanford University in her book Mindset: The New Psychology of Success. She was able to illustrate this idea of growth and fixed mindset and how it might impact our relationships, our careers, our education, and much more. And so the use of the idea of mindset to illustrate how we can impact those areas of our lives through the use of a growth mindset or the alterations of what we are experiencing in terms of a fixed mindset has been a key foundation of her research. Basically, if we were to describe mindset, we see two general perspectives. That is the fixed mindset and the growth mindset. Each mindset has a different way of dealing with challenges or setbacks and much more. So I'm going to illustrate those things here using this infographic. If you look to the left in the blue area, you see fixed mindset, where the belief is that intelligence is static. You have a desire to look smart, and therefore you tend to react to certain things in a static way. So if you look down this line here, you see things like challenges. Those with a fixed mindset tend to avoid challenges. They believe your intelligence is static, it's never going to change, and therefore it will not behoove you to attempt to challenge yourself because your intelligence is what it is, and there's really no reason for you to push yourself further because you will not change. When the fixed mindset encounters obstacles, they tend to give up easily. Again, if you have the belief that your intelligence is fixed, that your abilities are fixed, then you likely are not going to be able to or realize you're able to overcome potential obstacles. As far as effort goes, you see, if you are fixed mindset, effort as fruitless, or even worse, you might see effort as something that only those that are really bad at something need to put forth. So effort is seen as a negative thing, as a bad thing to encounter, as opposed to a positive learning experience. When you receive criticism with a fixed mindset, this person would tend to ignore useful negative feedback and become offended by that feedback. So for example, if you were looking at a paper that you submitted in college, you might look at the negative comments first and see those as personally hurting your own personality, your own intellect. So instead of seeing that as a potential place to grow, it is seen instead as a steel trap to your personality. In addition to that, we have the success of others. When a fixed mindset individual sees the success of others, they tend to feel threatened by that success. They need to be the best in whatever area that is, and so seeing the success of others means that they're not, and they know they can't or feel they can't ever change that, and so feel threatened. So as a result, they may plateau early, meaning they max out at their capabilities early on and achieve less than what they are really fully capable of achieving. And all of this circles back around to confirm a deterministic view of the world. So this idea here of a fixed mindset is very static, as we mentioned earlier. It doesn't change, it stays put, and that impacts so many areas of this person's life. Now, growth mindset sees things a little differently. So as you see on this side, the illustrations are showing pretty much universal images in terms of size and concept. But on here, we're looking at a growth mindset. The circles are even growing because this person believes that intelligence can be developed. Therefore, that leads to a desire to learn and a tendency to embrace certain things like challenges. This person with a growth mindset will see challenges as an opportunity, and so they will take them on. In some cases, they will even seek them out. They'll seek out the more difficult tasks, and Dr. Dweck illustrates this beautifully in a number of ways in her book. In addition, with obstacles, they persist in the face of setbacks. They see obstacles as an opportunity to improve rather than a stumbling block. In addition, with effort, they see effort as the path to mastery, meaning the more effort you put into it, the greater opportunity there is for mastery in a subject area. So this is seen as a positive thing as opposed to fruitless or something that shows that you are just incapable. In addition, the next line down, we have criticism. Those with the growth mindset will learn from criticism. They will see that negative feedback within a paper or an exam, and they will choose to focus their attention on that piece and grow from it. And then finally, the success of others is an opportunity to learn. They find lessons and inspiration within the success of others. They seek out learning opportunities through those people that are successful in the areas that they're interested in. So as a result, they reach ever higher levels of achievement, and all of this gives them a greater sense of free will. So mindset impacts a number of aspects of our life. As I mentioned earlier, relationships, education, our career paths, and so much more. The fixed mindset and the growth mindset are constantly a part of how we react to certain areas of our life. You may find that you have a very fixed mindset in one area, say with relationships, and a very growth mindset in another area. For example, say your job or school. So while you may not be universally fixed in your mindset or universally growth-based in your mindset, it is something that drastically impacts each and every area of your experiences. Take an opportunity to engage in the book Mindset and find out more about how this impacts your life.